Hey guys, how's it going? It's Danny here, Invest Digital Assets, coming at you with another video. And today I want to talk about top coins to invest during market crash or when the market is going down, during massive pullbacks or even a bear market. Like, what are some of the best coins that you can invest and really save some of these, big potential massive losses? Because if you guys have been to altcoins and crypto, then you guys know that they can go down to zero. They can go down by 10x, by 100x. It can go down to zero, right? So what are some of the coins that you guys can really put some of your money and not, really lose absolutely everything? So to start off, let's start with the first one. And that's, everyone is going to know about it, but it's Bitcoin. Now, well, you're going to say, Danny, why Bitcoin, man? Like, it's an asset that goes up and down in value. Like, during a bear market, obviously it's going to go down as well. You're right. Absolutely. It will go down. But you need to understand that in altcoins and the crypto market as a whole, even during bear market or during massive pullbacks, Bitcoin will always hold much better than many of those altcoins. So, if you invest in some altcoin, let's say it can go down from $12 to 50 cents, that's a lot. But Bitcoin is only going to fall like that. Yeah, it will fall. Like, again, if you guys remember, in a previous bull run, we went from 65K all the way down to 16K. Shout out to those who took opportunity at 16K Bitcoin. That was good. But yeah, so Bitcoin, number one, it's going to be Bitcoin. Solid asset to really transfer some of your crypto if you think there's bear market is coming or, a massive pullback. Now, you can also put, I'll mention that in a second, but Bitcoin will hold its value a lot better than most of these altcoins. So if an altcoin is going to go down by 10x, Bitcoin will go down by maybe 1 or 2x, right? So you much safer with Bitcoin in the long term, even if the market is going down. So number one is Bitcoin. Save your money, put some of your altcoins into Bitcoin. You will lose a lot less than if you were in altcoins, because when Bitcoin goes down by 10%, altcoins can go down by 30 to 50%. You need to remember that. So number one is Bitcoin. Number two, it's going to be stablecoin, right? Everyone knows stablecoins. If you sell your Bitcoin at 110, you have 110 USDT, so you have 110 of stablecoin, and you can essentially jump in the market at any time you desire. It's probably one of the best ways to really hold the value of, whatever asset you sold at the time, that you can potentially buy back at the exact same price or lower with a little bit more money if you can. Right, so stable coins. Which stable coin? Well, you have so many out there. USDT or USDC, they're both great options. Again, whichever works best for you, just use that. So number one is Bitcoin. Again, it will go down, but it will hold its value a lot better. Two, a stable coin. It will hold its value. Again, gives an opportunity to jump back into the market. So stable coin, number two. And everyone knows about it, but I still want to include it. Number three, I'm going to go with Ethereum. And people may be surprised, Danny, why Ethereum? Why Bitcoin? I mean, there's so many. Why just not a stable coin? Well, you need to understand that most people, some invest in the long term, some invest in the short term. And if you want to hold a solid asset, again, even though Ethereum is an altcoin, what you need to understand is that when altcoins go down, even during bear market, and you look at ETH, right, it did go down, but compared to the rest of the altcoins, it did most certainly, I would say, hold its value. It did not crash completely, not go down to zero like many altcoins did. It just died. So Ethereum should be number third. Again, you have multiple options, and I'm going to give another one, number four, and then I'm going to mention why and why you would want to convert your assets into one of these. So the third one is going to be ETH. again, you always want to have some ETH and some BTC. It's always a good option. Long term, these are solid assets. And even during bear market, compared to the rest of the coins in the market, you're probably going to save more money than being in some other asset. All right, so there's one more coin that you guys are probably aware of it. It's called POXG, or POX Gold, right? So essentially, it's a digital coin. It's valued 1-for-1 with the gold price. Now you guys know that whenever there is a massive inflation or wars happening around the world, gold always tends to go up in value. And you know, we've seen gold going over $4,000 an ounce. And again, there's a little bit small pullback even in gold right now, just as there is in crypto. So gold, right? And why gold, Danny? Like, why not just stablecoin or Bitcoin or ETH, like you said? Well, these are all three great options, but gold is another great option because you guys know that gold, it's a slow mover, right? It's not moving a whole lot up. It's not moving a whole lot down. So in bear market, for example, if you guys have a lot of money and you're not, really sure where to diversify it, well, you know that during bear market, everything goes down. Doesn't matter what asset you're in, everything is going to go down. So how can you minimize these losses? Where you can put your money to kind of offset some of those big crashes that will happen to some coins? Well, we have Bitcoin. Again, from 65K to 16, you still lost a lot of money. But again, if you held it a bit longer, we reached over 120K. Right? That's almost 10x on your money, right? Again, not 10x, but you made a reasonable amount of money if you just held. And if you bought at 65K at all-time high, previous bull run, you're almost doubled your money, pretty much. So, Bitcoin, ETH, USDT. Stable coins, they're really the best in bear market. But again, if you have too many stable coins and you see the market again, dipping, and you see all these discounts, you really want to utilize those stable coins because it's so much money sitting on the side that you're just waiting to invest back in the market. And obviously, opportunities will come. So yeah, guys, Bitcoin is number one. A stable coin, another option, ETH, and POX Gold. So these are four great options to maybe potentially diversify during, if you believe that the market is going down and you're very, very worried, then these are some four great options that you could potentially, put some of your crypto to, minimize those big losses, right? Because again, if Bitcoin goes down by 10%, altcoins will be hammered by 20 to 50%, right? So remember that. So again, how can you save your money and really minimize those big losses? Diversify into assets that even during bad times, they wouldn't go as much as some of the other coins, like I mentioned before. Theta was a really popular in a previous bull market. I got into it. I think it was around 50 cents at the time, and it reached over $10, and then now kind of looking at it, it's under $1. So again, anything can happen, guys. So always do your research, know the basics of crypto. There's always something out there that really gonna potentially save you. But again, how will you know when the market is going down? It's really hard to tell, right? Right now we're simply in a massive pullback. That's all there is to it. I don't believe that we're in bear market yet. We haven't experienced a massive boom yet, which I believe will happen in 2026. You should be worried about bear market in 2027. 2027, we will be in a bear market. So hopefully by 2027, you want to, be in some of the Bitcoin or ETH or stablecoin or POX Gold, so you don't really lose most of your money. Because again, it's one thing to make money in crypto, but it's another thing to keep it. Because again, when the market goes down, if you still hold the same assets, the value of it is going to go down, right? So again, always do your research. Just be in the market, watch some of the news, stay up to date. That's the best thing you can do in crypto, because these are your assets. It's your future. It's your well-being. It's everything, right? But yeah, guys, these are top 4 coins that can potentially save you from being annihilated during a market crash or a massive pullback. You guys know that during pullbacks, everything essentially goes on sale. But these are some of the coins that you can move your money to preserve some of that wealth during bad times. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, comment. Let me know what you guys think about these videos. Subscribe. I love you guys. Keep investing forever. And I'll see you in the next video.